I had a statement, or let me say a question, asked of me. Let me go that route, because I really truly, when people ask me these questions and stuff, I really truly try not to incriminate people. I really truly make sure that I don't do that. I try to show honor to all men until they dishonor me. But some people out there thinking that I'm compromising, considering the gay agenda, Supreme Court, and everything that has gone on, the muscling of laws that's going on in this country, when they hear me say, and listen to me, this is what I say: I don't care what they do, they can do what they want to do. And it is the truth. I want y'all to understand something. See, now, if you would listen to me very closely, then you would comprehend what I'm saying and you won't be so offended. All right? So listen to me. The reality is this: we live in a pagan, satanic, devil-worshiping society and government. That's what America is. America is a satanic country, and it's ran by a secular government. And secular governments do not care one bit about your religion or your belief or what you think. That's why the Constitution was drafted the way it was drafted. Now people are starting to exercise their freedoms of religion. And you notice in Utah, they all but lost when the polygamous couples challenged the Constitution. And if another organization or another group in every state challenges it, the whole world, the government in the United States of America, has no choice but to support and defend the Constitution, because it's totally against the Constitution to tell consenting adults that they cannot practice their freedom of life and religion. It is. And if a law is passed that goes against the will of the people, then that law is an unlawful law, and it does not have to be obeyed. I also realize that we live in a country where the people who are supposed to enforce the law, the people who are supposed to support the law and defend the law, are lawless in their scope and in nature. You're not going to get these people to obey the law. You see it every single day where you just watch a cop out on patrol. They don't obey the law because they consider themselves above the law. Now listen to me. Again, this is a secular world, and you're not going to impose your religious morals, your religious values, or your religious convictions, or even your religion upon a secular pagan world. That's just the way this thing is drawn up. That's why the Bible is very clear. And I'm quoting from the New Testament. Your prayer should be is that these secular pigs leave us alone so that we may live a quiet and peaceable life. That should be your prayer. The one way you live a quiet and peaceable life is you don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Everybody out in this world don't care what you're doing. They don't. Only religious fanatics, people who don't know the Bible, but they have an opinion of what they believe it to say, and they support that opinion, and they defend that opinion, and they put it above what the scriptures say. So your biggest thing is learn how to educate yourself and get some peace. Then the homosexuals don't disturb you, because see, I'm not worried about no homosexuals. Homosexuals, you ain't coming to our assembly, and you may come and we may see tendencies, because those are part of the scars of life that may be upon you because of your previous choices that you made in life to partake in being a LGBT. And I can understand that, but you cannot continue in that lifestyle. Not where we're at. Not where we at, you're not going to do it. Now, you got this whole world to practice all that you believe. You can do it, and the world will even sanction it and approve of it, which we've seen. Let's just go ahead and tell the truth. The Bible is true. But the secular world don't care about it. They don't. Did you see them homosexuals said hell has got to be fun? Well, they're going to remember those words. They sure are. Well, I don't believe in no hell. Well, there's a lot of things you don't believe in, but you do believe fairy tales. So what is your belief? If you believe a fat man can give presents to 6 billion people on the earth, or a rabbit can lay an egg, or that pig and ham is clean to eat, I mean, who cares about what you believe? Your mind is so jacked up, you don't know what you believe. So see, this is what we're up against. And we're up against a people who have adopted a religion, and they have placed that religion above everybody else's belief. It's called Christianity. And they believe that they are the champion of righteousness when they are the most satanic, when they are the most grievous, when they are the most idolatrous religion that has ever been perpetuated upon mankind. And most of you are still mesmerized by it, still stuck in it, because when you fell out of your mother's womb, you came out of the matrix. You fell into an ecosystem, a system that was already in place. They did not consult you concerning education. They did not consult you in reference to how to run this country. They did not ask your opinion about what you believe. They taught you what to believe. And you accepted it as truth. The same way if somebody was born over in Eastern country, whatever they taught you to believe and they trained you to believe, that's what you would believe. And this is the problem. And this is why people are being destroyed, because of lack of knowledge. So you get these people get all huffy and puffy and stuff because their religious convictions are not being upheld. And they feel like they're being bullied and forced by secular government. All the secular government is doing is telling you what those documents have said all along. It's just that when this system was imposed upon everybody, you have to understand we live in a time that knowledge has increased. And people are a whole lot more keener than what they were 50 years ago. Whole lot more keener than what they were 20 years ago. People are starting to research things and check things out and find out that we've been had. Literally sold a bill of goods. And they're sick of it. They really truly are. So they're not going to let people with a double standard impose any type of righteousness on them when they themselves are servants of corruption. I don't know one man on this earth that doeth good and sinneth not. It's just that people just pick and choose what they call morality and morals and what knoweth not. It's just the truth. That's why I thank y'all for the community. I really truly do. I get to wake up and see righteous people every day. Every single day. My neighbors, like now I know what the scripture says when it says love your neighbor. Yeah, sure do. I know who my neighbors are. Outside that gate, these dogs and whoremongers and drug dealers and liars and pedophiles and racists, they ain't my neighbors. The Israelites that are scattered abroad, they keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Those are my neighbors. I know who my neighbors are. Not who you gonna tell me they are. I know who they are. See, and that's why knowledge is king, because there is a spiritual dynamic that takes place as well as a natural one. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And you're not going to be free as long as you continue to keep believing fairy tales and lies. Church on Sunday. Oh, it's amazing. I remember doing that mess. I remember doing that.